For all those gourmand and vanilla lovers out there, I purchased both Accident à la Vanille and Escapade Gourmande, but I gotta tell you, they both wear really similar and they have almost identical dry down. So let me save you time and money right now by telling you, you do not need both. But in character, value, and performance, it is Escapade Gourmande that outperforms Accident à la Vanille every single time. Let me take you through why. First, let's talk about character. They have slightly nuanced differences when you initially smell and spray the product on your skin. When I first spray Escapade Gourmande, I get like a really rich, creamy, nutty, and sweet vanilla fragrance. It's super delightful, really well blended. No note really sticks out as being too harsh or too sharp. When I wore Accident à la Vanille, the initial is not just nutty, but it's actually quite toasty and dry, a little bit scratchy, and that makes it feel a little bit sharp. It's also lacking sweetness. It's not that you need a fragrance that sweet, but I do think the sweetness on top really softens the intensity of a dry, toasty nuttiness. Ultimately though, both of these are drying down to be very similar in character regardless. Escapade Gourmande actually tends to be bigger. They both dry down toasty, but this one stays softer and warmer, but much stronger in projection throughout the entire wear, which takes me to the performance of the fragrances. Like I mentioned, both of them outright have their own kind of unique points of view. They dry down to a comparable toasty, nutty, yummy gourmand, but Accident à la Vanille really just kind of mellows out pretty quickly, and Escapade Gourmande eases into the really delightful, rich dry down. It lasts much longer on skin and it has a much stronger projection. So while it takes the cake, no pun intended, with a really nice, robust, complex gourmand character that's not overwhelming, it also lasts longer on your skin, which is super important because performance really allows you to derive a lot of value from the fragrance. But that's not the only way you derive value from a fragrance. Let's just talk about how much I spent on both of these products. Accident à la Vanille was $155 for 1.7 ounces, and it is a parfum concentration, and Escapade Gourmande was $215. It's double the size at 3.4 ounces, and it is an extrait de parfum. So I'm not exactly sure how the concentrations add up, but let me tell you, on a per ounce basis, you get a lot more bang for your buck with Escapade Gourmande than Accident à la Vanille. And I think part of this actually has to do with something outside of what the fragrance is. It's the packaging. When I look at Jousset's Accident à la Vanille, I see like a really premium, prestige, custom bottle, custom touches. Like you can see like the stamping and the embossing here, which I think is a really nice touch. And then when you go into the secondary package, you actually see it comes in a box with a seal that kind of gives you this tamper evidence, lets you know that the product hasn't been opened, and that's nice. But then you kind of get this shadow box here, which also creates a really nice, luxurious unboxing moment. They tell the story of the fragrance, the story of the perfume house, and then the product is kind of revealed in this shadow box. So like when you're initially opening it, it actually gives you this feeling of luxury. That's beautiful. I'm telling you, it's not necessarily something you need to pay for the fragrance. Let me tell you though how Escapade Gourmande is packaged. It's in this super simple carton. The carton itself is really clean looking, simple, thinner, just like a basic secondary. It doesn't even feel protective enough. So on its own, it's maybe a bit underwhelming. The bottle itself is nice. I'm not really sure what this closure is about. It's kind of odd looking. Regardless, I think you have a really nice bottle, but I don't think you're overpaying for a secondary package that doesn't have anything to do with the experience, and you throw it away right after you buy it. So, to recap, Escapade Gourmande for me is the fragrance between this and Accident à la Vanille that you should consider having in your fragrance collection. You don't need both, but for character, performance, and value, this fragrance really does a fantastic job of delivering a delightful gourmand perspective. I hope this review was helpful. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments. Thanks for watching and have a great day.